What if your method didn't just do something, but return something useful? Today, we'll make our methods return values, like results from calculations or data processing. So, this is another point of progress if you're trying to make a calculator app. So instead of returning system.output or whatever and just running you could just return the value. Okay. And after returning the value, say you want to make something like board mass, maybe 6 times 5 plus 2. Now you follow the board operation, and after doing one operation, you return the value, and that value gets involved in the next operation, maybe the addition or the multiplication. Okay. So that is where the return keywords gives you more power. It gives you more power to be able to control how you use your JavaScript methods. So now let's go into it. So why are you seeing a typewriter there? The typewriter does basic return. Okay. So when you get to the end of the paper, you click on use the left um return switch. You just switch it and it returns the paper to the initial beginning or the starting point of the paper, and that's how the typewriter works. Okay, so the same thing with the return keyword. Okay, so the return actually returns the same thing. It sends back a value back to whatever or wherever the method was called. So now if you look at the example at the top, public static int square and int of x. So x is an integer. So now after getting the function, the method there is square. Okay, so the name of the method there is square. So what would this method do? This method is just going to times x to get a square of a number. It times the number by itself. So after doing it, it returns the value back to the function. So it returns the value to wherever the function was called. Okay, the method was called, sorry. So hence we save it into a variable, and I'll show you how that is done. So next we have the return versus the void. But before we go to the return versus the void, let us use the return value. Okay, so let's go to our IntelliJ and let's use the return value. So in our IntelliJ, we just have to comment all this out, and okay, let's call a new function public static void. Now we're going to call this square. Okay, so we're going to square just int of x. All right.